So this morning I was eating my breakfast and I was watching just different media outlets. That's what I do in the morning because I have to keep up with what's going on. So I watch NBC, of course, CSNBC, CNN, Fox, But besides those, I'm subscribed to a lot of left wing pundits and also a couple of far right media outlets as well, because I need to see what's going on and what everyone's talking about in order to report to you guys. So earlier, I just happened to be watching David Dole in the Rational National, and he was covering a man in Michigan who interrupted a live TV broadcast to go on a rant about the shutdown. Now, what shocked me the most about this is the rant that he went on about the shutdown actually made a ton of sense and was something I was thinking of incorporating into a video. As far as what he's talking about, it's something I've been wanting to incorporate in a video for a while. So once again, I found this through David Dole of the Rational National. Could not find the original video, but I do have a snippet for you here. So let's see what the guy has to say, and then let's talk about it.
Arias Haywood joins us live in Portage with the details on why the judge said no.
Here on this cafe.
Arias, is everything okay?
Okay.
Our government leaders have abandoned me.
Are you the owner?
$4 trillion of stimulus money. They gave it to who? Special interest groups and campaign donors. I'm Dave Morris. I own the place.
So what's going on?
What's going on? You know what's going on.
Tell me. You tell me.
Hey, we got a government that has taken the stimulus money. They gave it to special campaign donors. They gave it to special interests. They abandoned me, and they have put me in a position where I have to fight back. Okay?
So do you feel that this is the right thing to do?
Absolutely. I feel everybody needs to stand up. Hey, listen, there was enough money to give every family in this country $20,000 to go home for 2 months. They chose to give it to special interests and campaign donors, the Kennedy Space Center, and they abandoned us. So you could have given me money. I'd gladly walk away for 60 days and let this virus settle down. I'm not going to do it alone. Okay?
Are you going to continue to violate the state's orders and stay open?
State order. This isn't an order. This is a conspiracy. This is a tyranny.
What do you want to tell other restaurant owners who...
Wake up. Stand up. This is America. Be free. I got patriots coming out supporting me the last 2 days. You know what? It's a great thing. Wake up. This is America. Don't let them ramrod you. This is crazy when you turn around and you watch what's going on West Orange Avenue, the big department stores, the train station, the airports, side by side eating meals for 4 hours. And you're going to blame me? Come on. Come on. This is not right, and you guys know it. Everybody knows it. Stand up, America. Give us the money to shut this thing down and calm this virus, but don't take it out on a select few.
Is there anything else you want to add, sir?
That's it, brother.
All right.
I'm glad you listened to me. Thank you.
Well,
Hey, I'm really
the
a
entire
humorous
West
guy.
Michigan just listened to you. You're live on TV right now.
All right, I'm glad to hear that, okay?
Yes,
I'm really
sir.
a good guy.
Yes,
I've been
sir.
married 38 years. I got a wife, 3 kids. I got 4 great-grandchildren. Let me tell you something. I got a good life, and I've worked hard for it. I'm not giving up easily. I'm not going down alone. They want me to go down and be quiet. They never want to hear from me again. I'm not going to put up with it. It's time to rise up.
Got you.
Got to rise up. Shut it all down, or don't shut any of us down. That's the only way to get control of a virus.
Okay, so first some context. And by the way, I will be linking the Rational National and David Dole's full video in the description so that you guys can check it out and see what he has to say as well. But so let me provide some context. So the one of the restaurant associations of Michigan filed a lawsuit against the state of Michigan on their ban on indoor dining. Now, Gretchen Whitmer, who is the governor of Michigan, has been in the news a lot for her strict shutdown rules and, trying to mitigate the virus. And also, there was a plot to kidnap her. So she's been in the news a lot and because of these shutdowns. Well, the federal judge ruled in favor of the state of Michigan, and they ruled against the restaurants and said that indoor dining basically needed to close. Now, this is absolutely the right call because they need to mitigate the virus, and virus spreads a lot faster in restaurants. And this is a fact. However, it must be noted that If you're shutting the people's restaurants down or their businesses down and not giving them any money or any way to make income, then how are they going to survive? So naturally, the only thing they're going to do is rebel against the shutdowns. Now, this gentleman here, you might say, well, he can do outdoor dining. He can't do indoor dining. Have you ever been outdoor in December in Michigan? Have you ever been outdoors in December in Michigan? I live in Philadelphia. It hasn't even been that cold. It's been seasonably warmer here this year than it has been over the last 5 years. And you know what? There's hardly anybody eating out at these restaurants. I see maybe 2 or 3 people, sitting at these tables on the sidewalk eating. These restaurants are not going to be able to survive if they have to be only outdoors. And honestly, with the way the infection rates are going up, how long before they even shut that down? So the man, he makes a point. He says people are allowed to eat side by side in the airports for 4 hours. People are allowed to, it's something else he said, I can't remember, but he said, but how come people can't come in my restaurant and eat together for 30 minutes? It doesn't make sense. If you're going to shut us down, shut everything down. Or don't shut anything down. And I 100% agree with him. Like, the only way we can get this mitigated is if we do shut everything down. But further than that, we cannot shut everything down if people do not have money to fund themselves. So if Congress is not going to give people money to fund themselves, we need to stay open. Everything should be open. Because otherwise, people are going to lose their businesses, they're going to lose their jobs, and they're going to lose their income. People are going to be homeless. They're not going to be able to pay their housing payments after, the moratorium expires in January on the rent. And they're all going to be screwed. We're going to be dealing with a bunch of homeless people, a bunch of mass poverty. It's going to be worse than the Great Depression of the 1930s. How can this be solved? How can this be solved? The only way it can be solved is if you pay people to stay home. That's it. That's the only solution we have. At this point where we are at, we did not do an early enough mask mandate. We didn't mitigate the spread by requiring a national mask mandating stuff. All that's over now. There's no way we can go backwards and fix that. But what we can do is shut the entire country down for 2 months, and we can pay everybody to stay home. Like he said, $20,000. That's a great number. Why don't we pay every family in America $20,000 to stay home? Every single person in America could get maybe half of that, so maybe $10,000 for the 2 months to stay home. But, of course, there are going to be excuses like Republicans. We're paying people more money to stay home than they are for them to go outside. They should go back to work. Like, the idiots in Washington, D.C., on both sides, because the Democrats also have done similar things. They have played politics with the stimulus bill instead of just helping the American people. Idiots, pure idiots, and purely selfish people for their own selfish motives. They don't care about the people they're supposed to represent. They only care about themselves. They only care about themselves and their donors. That's it. The guy in this video, he hit it right on the nail. The nail right on the head, whatever. He's absolutely right. Now, this is the only way that a shutdown can be sustainable. The only way we can get the virus under control is if we shut everything down and if we pay everyone to stay home for 2 months. Otherwise, people are going to not have money to feed their kids. They're going to not have money to keep their businesses open. They're going to lose their livelihoods. And people don't want to do that. So guess what? They're going to violate the orders. And guess what? If enough people violate the orders are fucking worthless. I'm sorry. They are. They're worthless. They're a waste of time. Complete waste. So the only way we can do this is if everybody gets paid. And I'm sorry to say this because I know it's not the politically correct thing to say, especially on the left. But if they won't pay people to stay home, then we cannot do a shutdown. We cannot do any more shutdowns. We cannot do any more shutdowns. No more shutdowns until people are paid to stay home. And guys, you know me. I'm not one of those anti-science people who are like, oh, the virus is not that bad, or oh, we should just let it spread so everyone can get immunity. I've been taking this virus very seriously since March. And since I started uploading videos to this channel, I've been taking this very seriously. Encouraging people to wear masks, social distance, all that type of things. But we have come to a point where the government is not representing the people and is not taking care of the people. So if the government's not going to take care of the people, no shutdowns. No shutdowns until every American is given enough wages to survive for 2 months. No shutdown. There, I said it. And if other people on the left won't say it, I'm sorry, I'll say it. Because I have friends who worked at airlines, who were waitresses, who own businesses, who have gotten shut down, who have lost their jobs, who've lost their businesses, who don't know how they're going to feed their families. Or maybe they had to move back in with their parents, who don't know how they're going to pay off their school tuition, who don't know how they're going to survive in the next 3 months because the government has not done its job. Because they don't care. They don't care about us. They only care about themselves and their donors. So look, I understand the states are trying to do the right thing by shutting down and by mitigating the virus, but no shutdowns. No shutdowns until everybody receives compensation. Because we cannot allow American people to go starving and homeless when there is enough money for everybody to not only survive but thrive in this system during a global pandemic. And that's all I'm going to say.